Hey, welcome to Laura Udo Learning. So today we're going to start off with place value. It's like the most basic foundational thing that you have to know in maths. So you need to know place value if you want to multiply, divide, algebra, word problems, anything you name it. So I'm just going to go straight into it, okay? We have a place value chart over here. So what you can see, I've just shown you the thousands and the ones. I didn't want to confuse you too much, so I've only included this. We have hundred thousands, 10,000s, thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. Sometimes this might be represented as units. It means the same thing. We're just going to use ones today. So I'm going to write some numbers down and we can start trying to break it down, okay? So over here I'll put 6, put 5, put 7, 9, 4, and 3. So when it comes to place value, we have standard form, we have a picture form, we have expanded form, and we have word form. We will be going through all of them today. So this 6 here doesn't represent 6 as a single digit. This 6, because it's in this column, represents 600,000, okay? This 5 does not represent just 5. This 5 represents 50,000. This 7 represents 7,000. This 9, can you tell me what it represents? Yep, 900. This 4 represents, you tell me? Oh, you tell yourself. 40. And this 3 represents 3 ones, okay? So when we're trying to write a number, we will write the number in the standard version. That's what you just see on the daily, okay? So we're going to start off with a smaller number just so you get into the hang of it, okay? So let's start off with the 943. So this number represents the 900. Just gonna change my color. All right, so just on top here, I've written hundreds, tens, and ones. It's the same thing here. I've just written it as a letter, okay? So this 900 means that it is literally 900 over here. This 40, and this is 3, okay? So that tells us that's 943. So this is actually the expanded form, okay? So I've expanded all of these digits to tell you what they each represent. I hope that makes sense. This is the standard form. This is the expanded form, okay? Now we're going to go to a picture form. Now, a picture form can look essentially any way you want it to look. Let's see how I can describe that for you. Okay, so what I've done here, as you can see, I am representing my hundreds as squares. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 squares. Each square is worth 100. So this is essentially 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, and 900. The tens, I represented it as rectangles. There are 4 rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4. But obviously we know that it's not 4, it's actually 10. Each rectangle's worth 10. So this won't just be 4, this will actually be 10. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. How many, let's say I want to represent my ones as dots. How many dots do you think I need to put in to represent my ones? Yes, 3. It's 1, 2, 3. That dot isn't dotting, but you get the point. So we have 3 dots just over here, okay? So this is 943. Now to write it in word form, when we say word form, you're just writing it as you would speak. So it's 943, okay? Let's write it over here. 943. Now, when it comes to maths, sometimes you worry like, oh my gosh, I cannot spell. What if I spell the word wrong? Honestly, it's not a big deal. The thing that you need to concentrate on is trying to get the trying to understand the number. Numbers already are complicated as it is. So just try to understand the number and don't worry too much about how to spell, okay? I'm going to give you another number and let's see if you can first of all break it down into place value and then write it as the expanded form, do a picture form and do the word form, okay? I will be back in 1 minute. All right, so the new number I've written is 725. So if you don't have a place value chart, that's absolutely fine. I'll tell you what to do. So where your number is, you can just simply, let me move this out of the way and move this up a little bit so it's not in the way. Okay. So if you don't have a place value chart like this one over here, absolutely fine. I say always work with what you got. Do you have a pencil? Do you have a pen? And a paper? That's absolutely fine. So here, if you don't have that, just write hundreds on top. Write tens. Please be sure to write tens with a small t. Reason why, because thousands is with a big T. Okay. And then we write zero as an O for ones. So there you go. That's your number. Can you write for me um, can you put it underneath your place chart, please? Okay, do you have something like this? 725. Fantastic, well done. Okay, let's go on to the picture form. So your hundreds, like I did, can represent squares, your tens can represent rectangles, and your ones can represent dots or circles. Okay, so do you have something like this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these squares represent hundreds, remember? So this is 700. This is 1, 2. These rectangles represent tens. Well done. That was a pause for you to let me know because you didn't realize. And then these dots represent one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this number is 725. All right, now can you write for me the expanded version, please? I'm going to pause. Can you pause it? Sorry, and you write down the expanded version, and when you come back, the expanded version answer should be up. Okay, so this is the expanded version answer, 725. Now we're going to do the word form. Can you pause the video again and write down the word form answer of how you would say or how you would write 725? So you write it as you would say it. Okay, welcome back. Do you have this answer? 725. If you do, well done. Like I said, don't worry about the spelling. That's not what's important right now. What's important is how you write the number. So today you've learned about place value, you've learned about the standard version, you've learned about the picture version, the expanded form version, and the word form version. Now, very, very quickly, something that I know a lot of people get stuck on is when you are writing a number that has a zero in the middle of your whole number, okay? Let me just give you a quick example and let's see if you can figure out how to write it. Well, yeah, I'll give you a quick example. Let's see if you can figure out how to write it, okay? Okay, so this number is 604. Now, what's the problem? I can see what the problem is. The problem is that I've only been taught, or generally in class, you've only been taught, okay, so we've got the hundreds, we've got the tens, we've got the ones. What happens now when there's nothing in the tens, for example? What do we do? How can we represent that? And it's honestly the same way. Have a think about what you can do. We have six hundreds, we have no tens, and we have four ones. How many squares are you going to draw to represent your hundreds? How many rectangles are you going to draw to represent no tens? And how many dots are you going to draw to represent your ones? Okay, just going to, can you pause it for me, please? And can you write down the standard form, the picture form, the expanded form, and the word form? And then when you are ready and you've done your answer, you can press play, and then your answer will be up on the screen. Okay, welcome back. So as you can see here, my standard version, my standard form here, 604. I represented it in by picture, so pictorially. So I have 600 squares. I have no 10, so I left a space there. You can leave a space there or you can put it close together. Doesn't really matter. And I've done four ones, okay? So remember, there are no 10, so I didn't put any rectangles in there. To write it as an expanded form, I've done 600 because I can see my 600. There's no 10s again there, and there are four ones. So then here I wrote 604 at the bottom here, okay? I hope that's been really helpful. Please comment below if there's anything that you need any more help on, or is there anything that you want me to create. Thank you and bye.